Tarek Merryface here. I'm making this video today to give you simple tips for those who are starting their ATP exams. I've actually just recently came out of my first batch, 8 exams, and like everyone else I've made some mistakes and I've made some good calls. So 6 important tips to help you in your ATP. First one, don't be cheap. You guys have been spending like a lot of money on your PPL, on your private license. Some of you guys have spent over £9,000. Now the ATP exams are just as important, if not more important than your PPL. So really don't hesitate to spend properly. Obviously that doesn't mean go buying things left and right, but buy what you need and don't be cheap when it comes to it. Here are some things that I say that you should absolutely spend your money on. First one is a proper whiz wheel, a CRP5 according to EASA. Now, a lot of you are tempted to buying cheaper counterparts to the CRP5, which is understandable. The E6B is €15, whereas the CRP5 is €80. There's a big difference. However, the examinators use CRP5, therefore buy it. A good question bank. A good question bank, which in my opinion the best one is Bristol, is very important as you need to practice all the time. Lastly, if you ever struggle with something, don't hesitate to look up extra courses or extra tuition. They're expensive, but so is everything else in aviation, and they're worth it in the end if they'll help you pass your exams. Second tip, use the question bank now from the word go. It doesn't mean that you should memorize the questions, because you absolutely shouldn't. What you should do is become familiar with them. The examinators have been putting in dirty little tricks, so now passing the exams is no longer just about knowing the stuff, it's also about having good examination technique. So by using the question data bank, you will first of all become familiar. Second of all, you will consolidate the information you learn in the classes, whether you do a full-time ground school or if you're doing a distance learning ground school. It also helps become familiar with the examination style. And also remember the 5 P's. Practice, 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 practice. Practice, 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 practice. And then some more practice. It's the best way to learn any sort of method. So a question bank is basically the best thing you can get to learn a technique or any sort of information. Number 3, learn the JEP manual layout. I unfortunately don't have mine on me, but the JEP manual is thick and you're going to need it. And the JEP manual is actually very simple to know. Taking care of it and organizing stuff with stickers and stuff to take you to the right sections, you're going to save up so much time. Also, you actually don't need to learn all the flight planning stuff or most of the flight planning stuff. It's all right there in the JEP manual. So if you have a sticker on the right page, just turn it over and the answer is there with you during the flight planning exam. Isn't that fantastic? Number 4, choose a good school. I have heard some horror stories when I was over doing the exams. Some guys chose a school where the instructors were appalling, they failed their exams several times, they weren't sure on how to teach the subject, and some of them were just plainly bad. So do your research and make sure you find a good school. The school I used is Bristol Ground School, and thankfully they are fantastic. Absolutely brilliant, nothing to complain about them, so check them out. I definitely recommend them. Number 5, ask what you don't understand. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, you are in the ground school, it's 2 weeks before the exams and you're feeling stressed out and there's something you just don't understand. Write it down, leave it. And then when you go to school the next day or in a brush-up course, ask the teacher. And then spend the rest of the time practicing the stuff you actually know and practicing the stuff that a teacher just explained to you. It's going to save you up so much time and you're going to feel so much less stressed out. Number 6, practice, 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 and then what? That's right, some more practice. Practice is the best way to learn stuff. We can all have different studying styles, different ways to learn things, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to repetition. So by going through the question banks, by going through the classes, by understanding things and just going through them again and 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 again, you will finally be able to feel ready and confident for your exam. Thanks for watching. I'm Tarek Merryface. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to check out my other videos, make sure to subscribe to my main channel and check out my blog and my website. I'll see you guys next time and happy flying.